Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. My name is Mukhammad Rifky Ardhana, or you can call me Ardhana. In this video, I will explain to you about my understanding of participatory culture by Jenkins. Jenkins emphasized 11 points of participatory culture. There are play, simulation, performance, appropriation, multitasking, distributed cognition, collective intelligence, judgment, transmedia navigation, networking, and negotiation. And I will explain it to you one by one. The first point is play. It means the more we play with digital media, we will be more aware of digital literacy. The example of this is, at first, I don't know how to erase my junk files in my smartphone, but time after time playing with my phone, I can finally erase them. And then the second one is simulation. It is when we are pretending to do something, and it is actually very important because we learn digital literacy by doing a trial and error process. So it will help us to improve our digital literacy. The example of this is when we are doing an exam simulation in a computer. And then the third one is performance. Performance is our ability to develop an alternative identity in order to improve ourselves or to discover new things. It also helps us to know ourselves better. The example of this is I actually have the better version of myself implemented in my avatar in a conversation application. The reason I do it is because I want to branding myself in order to engage with more people. And then the next one is appropriation. Appropriation is our ability to remix the existing media content to make a new one without being accused of plagiarism case. The example of this is when I take some content from the internet to make my magazine, and to prevent myself from appropriation or to prevent myself from plagiarism case, I put the source in it. And then the next point is multitasking. It is when we are doing two or more things at the same time. The example of this is very simple. We do it quite often in class, which is listening while taking note. And then the next point is distributed cognition. Distributed cognition is basically when we can interact with tools that can expand our mental capacities, or in short, distributing our mind to our environment. The example of this is when I make an analysis of a trending post about Chimoy with bad comments in it in a digital literacy class. And then the next one is collective intelligence. Collective intelligence is our ability to collect and compare our thoughts with the thoughts of other people in order to achieve one goal. And then the example of this is when we have a healthy discussion in social media. So the next point is judgment. Judgment is our ability to check or evaluate the credibility or reliability of information from different sources, or when we are analyzing information that we got. It is actually very important because it is like the basic thing in digital literacy skills. The example of this is when we are analyzing the information that we got from a family WhatsApp group, and usually we use the formulation of 5W plus 1H. And then the next point is transmedia navigation. Transmedia navigation is our ability to get information and learn about the relation between different media systems. The example of this is when we do online classes. We use different platforms such as LMS, Google Classroom, and then Google Scholars, etc. And then the next point is networking. Networking is our ability to get the right information and then to knows what information booming right now, and then to collaborating with other people. It also consists of the ability to navigate between different communities. The example of this is when Deddy Corbuzier make a collaboration video with Shin Tae-yong. He is the coach of Indonesian national football team, and the collaboration between Deddy Corbuzier and Shin Tae-yong was done during the booming of AFF Suzuki Cup. I think the booming was last month, I guess. And then the last point of participatory culture is negotiation. Negotiation is our ability to react and respect to different perspectives and different norms. The example of this is when we are communicating with people from different countries and learning about their different ideas, different beliefs, and different cultures. So there is my understanding about participatory culture by Henry Jenkins. Thank you for listening till the end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.